Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Ty. Hope everybody's had a great week. Today we're going to be making some stuffed peppers. I just got back from the grocery store. These peppers that I got are absolutely massive. The size of these things. This is one of the smaller ones that I got. So we're going to go ahead and make 6 of them. And that's going to be my meal prep for the week. So stay tuned and enjoy. So just to go through quickly what we need for this. I have 2 pounds of sweet Italian sausage, 6 green peppers. And look at the size of these things. It's almost as big as my hand. Massive. That's why I got the extra meat. I wasn't expecting these peppers to be that big, so I got a little bit of extra meat to make sure that they're good and stuffed. A 1/4 cup of white rice. A 1/4 cup when cooked should add up to about a cup of cooked rice. I might add a little bit more into it. I got 1 can of diced tomatoes and 1 onion. So we're going to go ahead and get the rice into a pan and let that start cooking because it's going to take a few minutes, and we're going to get dicing the onion and prepping the peppers, and then we're going to start browning up the meat. Also, this week, I'm not going to forget to preheat the oven. Oven's on. Obviously, goes without saying, make sure you wash your hands first. I already did. I'm going to go ahead and get our onion cut up. And you're just going to want to dice it up into small pieces. I'm going to take off the outer layer first. Okay. So sometimes you might want to take the middle out. I don't know if you can see that too well, but it's like starting to bud there. I don't think that affects the food or anything, but I don't know. Personal preference, I suppose. I'm going to go ahead and get this onion diced up. We're going to do the whole onion. And then this is going to get mixed in with the sausage once that gets cooked. So I had the idea last night for stuffed peppers. And somebody else suggested sausage and peppers. And I said, wait a second. What if I stuff my peppers with sausage? Alright, we've got the onion all diced up here. We're going to take our other cutting board and start getting the peppers ready. So with our peppers, obviously, should go without saying. Make sure you wash them off first, at least give them a good rinse. I know that they're going to get cooked anyway, so it'll kill anything that's on there. But especially with what's going around today, these things are out there exposed to everything on the shelf in the grocery store. Just make sure you rinse them off. You can't be too careful. And also, if they have a label on them, go ahead and peel the label off if you don't want to accidentally eat that. So to get the pepper ready, what we're going to do is take our knife and just go right around the top of it. And then you should be able to grab on the top. You're going to pull the, I don't know if it's called the heart or whatever, out. And you can take and give a slice on the inside to any of the veins if those are in the way. A lot of them still have seeds stuck to them, even when you pull out the heart. The heart's got the most of the seeds on it. Go ahead and get all that stuff out. All we need is the outer shell. And it should come out looking like that. One thing I forgot to mention, you don't necessarily have to use green peppers. You can use the red ones, the yellow ones, the orange ones, whatever you want. I mean, hell, you could probably even use some of the smaller ones as long as you can get them open enough to stuff them. I mean, if you feel compelled, you can make little stuffed jalapeno poppers with jalapenos if you want to, I guess. It's kind of one of those things where you could, there's a little bit of wiggle room to do it the way you personally prefer. I just went with all green peppers because all the other peppers were different sized than this. So I decided to just keep it consistently sized and go with the one color instead of having a bunch of smaller colored ones and giant green peppers. Go go ahead and get all those seeds out. And I'm just taking these and putting them right into a Pyrex dish for now. This is what they're going to... Alright, so this is what our peppers are looking like when they're all done. One of the seeds didn't come out. I don't really think the seeds will hurt you if you miss a couple, but I'm just very particular like that. I don't want to leave one in there by mistake. So we're going to go ahead and start cooking our sausage now while we're waiting for the rice to cook. And you want to just keep an eye on the rice, make sure that it doesn't boil over, you end up with a mess like that all over your stove. So we're going to go ahead and brown up the sausage a little bit. You don't need to cook it completely here because it is going to go into the oven where it'll finish cooking. But at least brown it up, and then we're going to make sure that we drain the fat out of it. Just a couple other ingredients I forgot to mention. You're going to want some cheese. You can use your own personal preference. Some people might want to use pepper jack or any other sort of jack or any other cheese, whatever you prefer. That's the beauty about cooking. You can do it the way you want to. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce and some minced garlic. Usually people will call for about 3 cloves, which means you should use 6. You probably call for about 2 tablespoons worth. So once we've gotten our sausage all good and browned up, we're going to take and mix in our onion. We'll put that right in with the sausage and cook it until the onion starts becoming translucent. So once your onion starts showing signs of being cooked, you're going to go ahead and remove it from the heat, add your can of tomatoes and your rice right in there and mix it up really well. So once your onions start looking like they're cooked, go ahead and remove that from the heat. We're going to mix in our tomatoes, our rice, and we're going to do just a couple of small squirts of Worcestershire sauce and mix it all around really well. So once you got it all mixed together, it should come out looking something like that. You can see all the little bits of garlic and tomato and rice spread out pretty evenly throughout the sausage. So now we're going to go ahead and take this and get it into the pepper. So what you're going to want to do is just, as it says, stuff the peppers. Just take, spoonfuls into each one until it's full. Fill them right on up. Again, these peppers are a little bit bigger than the ones that I typically see there, so these ones might take a little bit more, which is why I got the extra sausage. Alright, so we've got our peppers stuffed now. We're just going to go ahead and top each one with a little bit of cheese, and then into the oven they go. And with our oven preheated, again we're at 350, I now have to attempt to get these in there without them falling over. Alright, we're going to put those in for about 20 minutes. Alright, here they are. I guess I just got to pop one out and see how they came out. So I went ahead and cut it in half so you can get a nice cross section of it here. This is how it came out. Can't wait to try it.